Yes. So just one sec. Just one sec. Yeah. I hope we all are good to go, and few more will be joining little later. I shall be presenting slides, but before that, yeah, that's all. Like we will be going for the like kind of like physiology and anatomy kind of very basic, so that one can understand like neurological physiotherapy in a way later. So I'm just sharing one slide. Just let me know if it is visible to you guys. Is it visible? I can't see your symbol because I'll be totally on the presentation side, so you have to say that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So complete screen, right? Good. So basic understanding of neuroanatomy and neurophysiology. What actually we are actually looking to understand this here is how do you divide the neurological symptoms? Neurological system. How do you divide? I'm talking about organization based. When I say organization based means it has to be you have to say like how do you understand organization of neurological system. I want to understand your basic I want to understand your basic understanding about the neurological system, so that it will be too easy for me to explain. But how do you understand about it?
Central and peripheral.
Very nice. Central and peripheral, nice answer. Anyone else? Akansha has joined the class today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, tell me now. So what do you understand about it? When you say central, when you say peripheral, what do you understand by that?
Uh, with central, sir, we talk about the brain and the spinal cord, and with the peripheral, we talk about the basically nerves, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay, anything else you are missing here? I mean, this is good. What you said is good. I'm not saying that you have told anything wrong or something, but are you missing anything here? Let's have discussion, then I'll start sharing again. Yeah. Are you missing anything else here? Anything? Like as you said, like you only said like central and peripheral, right? So anything are you missing here out of like division of nervous system? Normally nervous system is divided in different ways, okay? But the most easy way of what do you what do you understand is the most easy way of organizational difference? Why I'm asking you these basic questions, because this will be very helpful when we study our diseases pathology. Anything are you missing here? Type of nervous system, anything? Think and answer. I have no issues. I'll wait for you. Somatic nervous system, okay. Partly you're correct, but not completely. Partly you're correct. Somatic is the good. I'll be coming on that topic, and then I'll be asking you once you have told Somatic means I'm really excited to know. That means you understand your basics are really good. So just one second.
So the peripheral nervous system includes somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system,
Mm-hmm.
in which autonomic nervous system is subdivided into sympathetic and parasympathetic.
Okay, makes sense. Anything else? Makes sense. What you said is making sense, but anything else? If you can answer. No, somebody told somatic, right? So I'm just wanted to know about like how good are you with somatic, like how good you can explain the somatic. Anyway, uh,
Sir, it includes
haha. Please go ahead.
sir, it includes the nerve that supply our skeletal muscles.
Okay, not bad. So I'm just typing it. Again, I'll be sharing. Don't worry. Well, then I'll start from the classification itself. Just one sec. Actually, I forgot the document somewhere, so that is what is creating problem. It's not happening. Okay, let me see if I can present it. Looks like it will come. Anyway, so I am sure that you all are able to see that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll not ask you those many questions. I just wanted to understand your, like, what is the view you have for. Okay, I think one more question. People from your side, is somebody is looking to join? Okay, those who are not able to join, we'll see after 5 minutes. So, nervous system, right? Let us take it as a NS. Okay, everybody is able to see what I'm writing here. You have to unmute and answer because I can't see your response. CNS and PNS. This is what I don't like when it comes to class. Then people join late and they. Just 1 minute. I'll just see if anybody is there. Nobody. I can't see that anyone. Where is it? Just 1 minute. I can't see any more people. So CNS and PNS. Uh, Now, CNS, as you all know, it is about the central nervous system, right? Everyone is clear? You can unmute and answer. There's no problem. Even though you are taking food or something, no problem. As I told you, it's a night class, so I have no compulsion about it, right? So, what is the basic, what do you understand by CNS? Akansha, any idea? Runa? Brain and spinal cord, isn't it? Together, they constitute as, together they constitute as
Central nervous system.
central nervous system. This is uh, like it is not anybody asking you what is central nervous system, you have to be very clear that yes, it is about all it is only about the brain and spinal cord as such. Okay, next time class I will try to increase that board so that you can see properly. I think if you are watching from mobile it will be okay, but those who are watching from the laptop may feel that this is small. Anyway, someone else wants to join. I'll just see that. Who is that? I can see only 5 here, but there are many people. So brain and spinal cord, these two are the main where we see that our CNS basically, right? So now now basic, I'm going very slow today, maybe in coming future will be very fast. Okay, what about PNS, peripheral nervous system? Apart from your brain and spinal cord, everything uh, everything whatever we are seeing, any nerve like your sciatic nerve, your musculoskeletal, like any kind of nerve apart from brain and CNS, including cranial nerves, which is coming in the system apart from the spinal cord, is our part of the PNS, peripheral nervous system. Clear? Everything. Now, this much you know. Now, the next part, what I'll ask you, what is the basic function of CNS? Anyone? What is basic function of CNS? Exact basic function I want to know. Nothing very uh, like higher mental function or something. I'm not asking today. I'm just asking very very basic function. Okay, first function is collection. Okay, collection of information, right? Suppose you are watching this video, so you are collecting your information through eyes. Clear? Then second is what? That's the reason I say people to join 5 minutes early. Reason behind that, I can't let anyone after 5-10 minutes. It is not happening only by system. Next time I will change the platform. I'll see. Anyway, next, after collection, what do we see? What is the band function? It actually compare with the last memory stored, isn't it? Suppose anybody purchased today new mobile, okay, and you are not knowing many of the functions in this. So what actually it does, compare with the last memory. Oh, it was a play store, here it have to go and then do it, right? So collection, comparison, and then what it does integration. Okay, fine. Even though it is a new mobile, but the functionalities are like old. You have to go to old Play Store and get install your apps, and from there you have to log in and then you have to process ahead, right? Correct? If this much you remember, because these all are viva questions. So right from the day one, from hour one, whatever I'm teaching you, these all are your viva questions. Okay, next time onward our classes will be 9:30 or 10 we will start, so that it doesn't interfere anyone's routine, and then you are very free to do that. Okay, after integration, what is the best function? What is actually the function what every one of us morphologically seeing? That is processing the information. Suppose I'm asking you one question, you are answering, right? You're thinking and answering, right? Whatever you're knowing. Okay, processing. Remember this, processing, and then it could be through the motor response. This is the function of the central nervous system in general, very basic function. Okay, so just think about yourself. First thing, I asked you question, you thought it, so you collected the data, what is sir asking, and then after that you compared with your last memory, what did you read till now, right? Since since your school days and then college days, and then first year of physical therapy class, and then you integrated the best of answer, you integrated, then you processed, and motor response through your speech you told your answer. Isn't it correct? No response, you can just speak, I have no issues, even though your camera is off. Correct? Will you remember these many functions? Basic functions of CNS?
Yes,
No
sir.
confusion. No confusion. Just and these videos I'll try to give you even later so that you could revise it. People are not able to join. Let us not a problem. Let us not worry today. Tomorrow I'll see. So always remember collection of the data, compare with the last memory, integration, and then processing through your motor response. Okay, this is the basic function of CNS. Okay, so basically CNS does collection from where? You are sitting in your room, or you're sitting in your study room, or near the table, near the laptop or something. So it is collecting the information. Be very particular about what I'm going to say now. Uh, where it is collecting information? Anyone? Very easy question. From the environment, right? From the environment, correct? Collection is happening through the environment, right? And how it is knowing? It is knowing through the peripheral nervous system, isn't it? Peripheral nervous system. One mosquito coming and sitting on my face. How do I know? I know through only the peripheral nervous system. Very simple. And then this is what is called is, okay, sensory. And then the response goes as a motor, right? Motor. What we say. Motor is the response. Sorry, I wrote in the yellow just to keep a color differentiate. Is it clear? Everyone is clear about the CNS function, and then how it actually receives its information? Very simple. Okay, I can say it's a class 9 or class 10 stuff, right? But how was it different? I made you summarize these many four functions. If you say, your examiners are very happy. So I have taken only student for my project this time. Reason is what? Reason is, पता है क्यों लिया है मैंने स्टूडेंट को? क्योंकि उनके अंदर ना कोई रेसिस्टेंस नहीं होता है, दे आर ओपन. इफ आई से प्रोफेशनल दे विल बी सेइंग, क्या सर आप मुझे लाइक नॉवल क्लासेस की बातें बता रहे हैं? नो, दिस इज वेयर वी हैव टू स्टार्ट. एवरीवन इज क्लियर? नाउ कम टू द PNS. Okay, PNS, let us divide in two parts. Peripheral nervous system. See how wonderful the division we are going to make. We'll make it as a sensory, we'll make it as a motor. Cool? Everyone is clear? Well, sensory, sometime back somebody was saying, now it will come in another 5 to 10 minutes. Sensory, it could be general sensation. Anybody can give example of general sensation? Anyone?
Touch, temperature, pressure.
Wonderful. You know how to do all this through practically? Anyway, we will have practical classes, then anyway you have to get summarize this, but I'm just asking you. General sensation, as you said rightly, touch, pen, temperature, pressure, these all are general. Why it is called general? Any idea? Look, you are in fourth year. You should answer this at least. It is called general because you can feel from most of the body part. Correct? You could feel fever from forehead of a patient. You could feel fever from if you touch stomach, you could feel, right? Right? You could feel fever even by touching hand. Isn't it true? So these all are general sensation. Correct? Generally, it is felt across the body, right? But
Hey Arvind, it's time for bed. Pack your bag. Good night. Sweet
just one
dreams.
minute.
Meditate for 10
Alexa,
minutes and
stop. Yeah. So general sensation are felt in general everywhere. Till now it's clear. Special sensation, we have our body, body organs which actually feel it, like vision. Can you see anything through your ear? Anyone? No, right? Olfaction. What is another meaning of olfaction? Anyone? Akansha? Sofika? Anyone?
Sir, smell.
Smell. Very nice. So I'll be asking you all those cranial nerves. If you have started studies, good. Start revising. So specialized. You can't see anything through your ear. You can't smell through your eyes. So these all are specialized sensation. Very simple, right? Now general sensation. Let us divide into two part. Okay. First, what she was saying some time back is somatic. Okay. And second is what is visceral. Okay. Somatic sensation is what? Anyone? Somatic sensation. You were saying some time back. What it is? Somatic sensations are generally felt through skin, fascia, muscles. Correct? Anything else? Very important. Locomotor organs. What are locomotor organs? Organs which help us in locomotion. Very simple. But visceral is example I'll give you GI tract. Okay. So pain of diarrhea. Okay. How do you feel? Through visceral, right? Correct. Visceral sensation are the type of generalized sensation which are coming from these kind of organ like GI tract, like your any kind of cardiac pain. So these are smooth muscle. Basically, what we say is smooth muscle. Do you have knowledge like how do you divide between like normal musculoskeletal muscle and smooth muscle? Anyone? Obviously, I'll not ask you questions on that, but I'm just asking you. Do you know the difference? How it contracts and how it is different? Anyone? No? No problem. No problem. Sometime later we will discuss, maybe in few classes later. I didn't like to discuss all these pre-synaptic, post-synaptic channels and muscle contraction, but still I'll see if my basic videos are ready in month of April and May. These all will be uploaded. You can just go and see. Okay. Now till now we understood all these things. Now most important part I'll come to now. Any sensation, if you are able to feel at conscious level, like right now you are watching the class at conscious level, how do you feel it? Which part of the brain get activated? Then only you find the conscious level information. Which part of the brain? It is cortex, cerebral cortex. For now you just remember cerebral cortex, later will come in the discussion. Okay, but there are many things which we don't even know, but things are going on. Clear? There are many things like heartbeat. Can you control heartbeat? Can anyone control heartbeat? Can anyone control the respiratory rate?
No, sir.
Right? I'll be coming on a very important and like a very nice concept here, so that you could remember and you can use in your clinical studies. I mean, sorry, clinical practice. See what happened here. Conscious level, like cortex, you know that you're holding pen, you're watching TV, you're watching mobile, you're watching anything you are doing consciously, because cerebral cortex, it is going up too. Cool. Like your position of joint in the space. What do we say that cortical sensation? There are types of cortical sensation. In one cortical sensation is proprioception, right? Like your joint position in the space. Suppose you close the eye, and then if I tell you put a hand in a particular position, even after closing, you can take your another hand in that particular position very much. Correct? That is called proprioception. Clear? That is always happening through the like receptors present in the joint. Okay. Anyway, I'll not note it down. Now, a very simple thing. You take a laddu. Suppose you like laddu. You take a laddu. You took laddu and keep in your mouth. It was what? It was what? It was voluntary, right? It was voluntary or not? Taking any food material into the mouth is voluntary. Clear? But only up to the mouth. When it goes to GI tract, do you have any control on that? If it goes to stomach, do you have any control on that? No, right? So it
No,
becomes
sir.
voluntary, right? So the voluntary are the motor control response. Okay, motor responses. If you go early, like we had divided PNS in motor and sensory. So in motor, whichever the things we can do, okay, whichever we can do have control in motor are voluntary, and we have no control are involuntary. All these involuntary movements where we have no control are the part of ANS. What is the full form of ANS? Autonomic nervous system. Very clear? Very clear. So, autonomic nervous system, till now you had studied in a particular way. There we have no control or involuntary. Now you understood the point. Did you understand the point? How basically we say this ANS, and why do we say this? So this is the
Yes, sir.
organization of nervous system. And let me tell you, most of the places, like you need a very good book, you need a very good teacher to understand this in series. My dear friend, if you don't understand in the series, let me tell you, it will be a too much problem while you study the neurological symptoms, and it will be a enough problematic when you start studying your what we say as neurological pathology. Cool. So we have to be very simple. We have to be very simple, and we have to be very scientific. You know what is science? Science is the study anything is scientifically, right? So now I'll give you one very example which I learned basically from uh, one one Padma Vibhushan scientist. What happened? Suppose one dog which is very aggressive, let us tell German Shepherd dog. I heard it actually hears its own owner. It doesn't hear everyone, right? And you have gone to an unknown place. You saw a very kind of, okay, fine. You have gone for a picnic. You have seen a wild dog. Forget about German Shepherd. We should not particularly target anyone. So you have seen some wild dog. Okay, what will you do? First reaction, what will happen? Be very honest and tell. You don't have gun, you don't have anything. What will be the first reaction? You are only with the two friends. What will be the first reaction?
Scared?
Okay, very nice. Scared, that is the sensation perceived in your brain. Then what will happen? After sensory always comes is motor. So what will you do? You will run.
Run.
You will run away. No worries. You say me run away. I will not tell that you are not brave. You are brave, but there is no brave factor showing. Like fighting with the dog. So you will run away, right? Clear. Do you understand when you said scared? Very nicely said. Point scared. At the same time, your heart rate increases. Isn't it true? Your BP increases. Correct? Am I right?
Yes.
You were hungry and you were looking for some, like a different kind of fruits nearby, but you saw the wild dog. So that time, till that time, you were hungry. Now, any hunger will be there? Just tell me, any hunger will be there? No. किसे भूख लगी है यार, वो तो लोग जान बचाने के लिए भागेगा ना. करेक्ट है ना? So heart rate is more, BP is more, hunger is less. Correct? And there is something called muscle blood flow. I hope you will know that. That will increase because of the heart rate BP, right? And you will run away. Okay. So this was the part of what? Sympathetic sympathetic part of ANS. Correct? You ran away from the dog. Cool. Then you found a house where you went and then you got settled down. How did you get settled down? Because of parasympathetic. Correct? No? Somebody, you found a farmhouse and then you got inside. Somebody is there to protect and he has protected you well. You are in the boundary now parasympathetic activity will come into the picture and it will do exactly opposite what you had right now. Means heart rate will slowly come down, BP will slowly come down, and whenever, like when you get stable, get little calm, then what happen again, the hunger will increase, right? Hunger will go high. Correct? Till now it is understood. So it is a part of parasympathetic activity. I hope you know this. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So why did I go so much scientific just for telling you CNS, ANS, and PNS? Because people will like examiner will ask you, okay, tell me what happened when the sympathetic activity goes on. They'll ask you the questions from Parkinson disease. What do you think? Like these people will have more. Why are they dull? All these things. Okay, so that time your basics should be your foundation should be very very strong. Okay, now one example I'll tell you, and let me take like thinking point. I'll write it. Thinking point for you. Now forget about wild dog, picnic, forest, anything. Now come to our normal real society day by day. One person is there. Okay, he is supposed to present the presentation to his senior, and the presentation is too big. He is not able to see the senior, like on time. He has to present the presentation. It is not possible. What will happen? His heart rate is more, his stress level is high, his BP is high, everything is up. Are you understanding everything? Okay. And then glycogen, I don't know whether you know that in that case what happened, when you start running, by scaring the dog, even your glycogen start breaking and give you a lot of glucose molecule. This is how the glycogen is stored for this purpose, right? And for this kind of purpose in liver, right? So here also the same thing is happening. You are getting more glucose. Now you tell me, under the stress, if you reach from tomorrow anywhere that like sugar levels are high, he is under stress, you understood why it is. There is no forest now. This is a concrete corporate forest. Okay, a person is not able to present the work on time because of lot of heaviness, lot of stress level. That's where the glucose level is higher in the blood. You understand my point? Did you understand? Every one of you, glucose level is higher in the blood, and if it continues for months and years together, then the person will be said to have diabetes mellitus. Type 2. However, this was not the part of our studies today, but just wanted to let you know a thinking point. See, science is so systematic. Any question you have till now? Anyone? CNS, ANS, PNS? Any question? I'll come to the main screen for a time now. Just let me know any question you had. Anyone? Any question? No? Anyone? Any question in CNS, ANS, and PNS? Anything?
No, sir.
Okay. I will not ask you any question now or even later. See, it is always easy to mug up and write in the exam. But once you understand the foundation, you will never forget in your life because your real examination starts only and only after your exam. Okay? Just one. Okay? I think my echo is there. So just 1 minute. So understood my point till here. Now, next time onward, we may have on Zoom or we may have class on Teachment. Okay. So today's this was the first part I wanted to tell you. Akansha, should I ask a question? Very simple
Yes,
question.
sir.
Yeah. Well, suppose a very small dog is there, which you like, okay, and you have gone to meet somebody, and you found that dog in the home. It's very lovely. It's very cute. It's very comfortable. Like to talk. And so, what do you think? Now, whose sympathetic activity will be more, yours or dog?
Um, Sir, dogs.
Ah, so now you understood where is the point of scare and how the psychology affects the autonomic nervous system. Thanks god,
Yes,
these
sir.
are like autonomically managed. Otherwise, if we can control the heartbeat, think about it. If we can control our digestion, I mean, largely not possible, right? And sweating part or something like that. I have taken one surprise test. Suppose tomorrow, anyway, I will never take, I will I will not take any surprise test. I'll only give you certain assignment to you guys to do. If you can do it, well and good for you. So like in that case, what happened in assignment you have not done, you are sweating, oh my god, what to answer, so your brain is like a repeatedly trying to search the answer. So that is how it is. Now, our second part, I'll stop sharing this and I'll come to the second part again. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So, our second part again will be based on our organization of nervous system. Organization. How organization of nervous system is important there, we'll see that. Okay. And like that part is equally very very important when we see that. And after seeing that part for another 20 or maybe actually third part also we have to see, so 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, then we will end up today's class. Then tomorrow's class, let me see if I can do it on Zoom or I can do it on Teachment, so that our like screen will be bigger, so that you can you can actually see that. So you have a gap of 2 minutes, and then again we will be seeing each other. Well, we are back. Just 1 minute. There was an echo, so just a testing mic. So again, I have selected the screen. I hope everybody is able to see that. Cool. Now, I'm going to talk about just 1 minute. I'll link it. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about organizational structure. Okay, how it is organized basically. Okay, so nervous system, we will see structurally how it is organized. It is organized in two ways, two types of cell. First cell, what we say very popularly as neuron, and second type of cell we say as neuroglial cells. Anybody can tell me what is neuroglial cells? Anyway, we will discuss later, not today. Today only neuron discussion will be there. What is neuroglial cells? Anyone? Please tell. Please tell. Till then, I'll search an image for you. Anyone? Nobody is knowing that. What is
These
glial
are
cells?
supporting cells, like which are non-excitable in nature
Okay.
and
No, right.
present around the neurons.
Ha 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 ha. I hope your answer is really good. You're right. You're totally right. It is a supporting cell, no doubt about it. So, like these supporting cells, uh, we will see sometime later. But I'm just trying to get an image for you. Let me see if I can. If not, then anyway. So, the nerve cells, it has, one sec. Yeah, it has axon, it has dendron, it has cell body. Everyone knows about it, right? Like basic structure of the nerve cells. Basic structure of the nerve cells. So, neuron and glial cells, neuroglial cells we'll see later. Today, what are we going to discuss is the most important part is gray and white matter. Since we have to go to the fourth year syllabus very fast, so I'm trying to use all these commandments so that you can remember all these things, and it will be very easy for us to understand the symptoms. And as I said, you like basics of anatomy and physiology, it will be available within a month on the YouTube channel. You can always you can just check, and then you can join. I can learn about it. So gray and white matter. Anyone can tell me what is gray matter and what is white matter? I'll be very happy if I learn from you. And then just like CNS, ANS, PNS, I will just reorganize it. Just tell me what is gray matter, what is white matter. What do you understand by that? Feel free to say, nothing worrying. Just tell. Then I'll tell you the technique to remember that. We are not seeing any frontal view of brain today. We are seeing the first commandment we saw, first kind of heading, like division of nervous system. Then second, we are seeing the organization, like how gray and white matters are organized. Then third commandments, if it is possible, we'll see, otherwise tomorrow or day after. Just tell me. No worries, even though you're wrong, I'll not be saying that why are you wrong. I'm just asking you.
Gray matter is formed by the nerve cells, like the cell
Gray matter is
body and
formed by the.
nerve cell, like cell body in the neuron, the cell body.
Cell body. Okay.
And the white matter is formed by the fiber, and it is due to maybe myelin sheath, the white color.
White color, right? And myelin is a protein or lipid.
Not sure.
Okay. Anyway, all these things we have to see. So basically, as you know, that this kind of, like this is the basic structure of cell body and then axon, right? One is a, what we say, like sorry, this is the cell body, right? And then dendrites are the part of this, isn't it true? Like this. And there are many divisions like multipolar, unipolar, bipolar, all these things you can actually find in my videos later. So basics of the videos will not get into that detail. So this is the myelin sheath what you were talking about, and these are the conduction cable which we say as a like a axon. Clear? So now let us take it as a kind of mouse to make you remember. Okay, like this. What is mouse? This is the cell body and this is the axon, white color. Okay, it looks like a mouse, something like a mouse. Just for your remembrance, I'm telling you, don't tell your examiner or don't write these things, just for your remembrance to your understanding. Okay, so large this cable. Okay, what you said the white color, however I'm putting as a black this one, so don't get confused. So this is the cell body, right? Collection of cell body is called as gray matter. Achha, can you tell me which is faster in conduction, gray or white? White matter is a long conduction cable in terms of axon, which is a white in color. Why? Because of the, generally because of the sheath of myelin on top of that. And this is also not continuous. This is like this, and then you must be knowing this is the node of Ranvier. Okay, and then conduction part keeps happening like this. Again, for conduction and all are there very basic. You can go to my channel and can watch after 15th of April. They are going to upload. Okay, so this is the cell body collection, which is called the gray matter. And then white matter is a long conduction cables. Okay, till now, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, so whole CNS we will divide into like a gray and white matter for your normal understanding. Okay, we will go on PNS part later. First let us see the CNS, that is the central nervous system. Okay, so first part, what I said is gray. So gray is basically the collection of mouse ka head, like the cell body. Okay, okay, and this long conduction cable is what is constitute the white matter. This was our talk till now, white matter. Now I will draw a very simple like a side structure of the brain. Okay, just see that kind of schematic diagram. Okay, so this is the forebrain. Okay, this is the forebrain. Forebrain is also called mesencephalon, we'll see tomorrow. This is the collection of cell body here. Everybody is able to see that what I'm putting? I'll put it in a different color, forget it. No, this color is not good, you'll get confused, just a minute. Okay, okay, this kind of is there. Can you tell me what is this called? Anyone? At the top of the brain, tell me. Tell me, no problem. Even though you're wrong, I'm never the person who will discourage. This is the collection of cell bodies.
Cortex.
Sorry.
Cortex.
Cortex, very nice. But if you say me cerebral cortex, I'll be double happy. Correct, no? It is a cerebral cortex, right? And the same thing, it comes here. What is this part called? Wonderful. Cerebellar cortex. Correct? Till now it's clear? Cerebellar cortex. You're totally right saying that. Now, this white conduction cable is, no, just a minute. Check it. Yeah. White conduction cable, yeah. White conduction cable is coming like this, down. This is how the structure of the brain is, right? The white conduction cable is coming down, right? From because cell body is there, then axon has to go down. Akansha, agree with this? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Keeps going down, 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 down. I'm just telling you the schematic diagram. It doesn't mean that it goes. No, it is a scheme is like this. There are different kind of connections. We'll be talking now. Okay. Now, so the what happened here? Piece of the gray matter. It is there somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here. So anywhere in the white matter, is there any collection of the gray matter is called what? I'll give prize if anybody says. Any collection and नीचे this is ये spinal cord में continue हो जाता है, so I will not talk about this after medulla oblongata. I'm talking about only the this particular part. So you have a collection of gray matter inside this white cord conduction. There are some white matter gray matter collection in this. What is that called? Piece of gray matter surrounded by the white matter is called nucleus. सुना है आपने न्यूक्लियस ऑफ सेवंथ नर्व?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What is cranial nerve? Cranial nerve always directly originate from the brain. It originates from the nucleus of the particular nerve, like third nerve. Can anyone name the third cranial nerve? Anyone? Okay, it's oculomotor, right? Controlling the eye movement, isn't it? Okay. So अब आप समझ गए यहाँ पे it is a possibility that gray matter will be present somewhere, like in a masses among the white matter, that is called nucleus. So anywhere in the CNS, if there is a collection of gray matter ball in white matter.
Value. Grace green value and grace blue value are 128 and grace cyan value is 0%.
Okay, anywhere in the CNS, it will called as nucleus. You understood my point? Tomorrow, if they ask you what is the nucleus of seventh nerve, so you have to be very ready with the anatomy of that. But you should be understanding, you should never be forgetting saying that it's a collection of the gray matter which originates from the brain from so and so part. If you forget about it, I'm telling you they will not give you marks, because that is very, very important. Now, as you know, the white matter is present even in the our spinal cord, correct? I'm just making the spinal cord sectional image. Okay, this is anterior what is it, this is anterior median fissure. So all these things I will not label. I'm just putting it a very simple diagram just for your understanding. Do you know that there is a gray matter inside here, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very nice. So gray matter is inside and then white matter is outside. There's a central canal, obviously. Okay, I'll come to the proper picture of spinal cord later, just for your making understanding it is I'm doing. So it is a gray matter inside and white matter outside here. Okay, cool. Now when the gray matter is inside, white matter is outside, this is also the part of central nervous system. Okay, anywhere else, I'm giving you one key, anywhere else if you have this situation in the spinal, like in neurological system, apart from CNS, that means in PNS, it is called as ganglion. So if I ask you what is the difference between nucleus and ganglia, what will you see that, what will you say that, what is difference between nucleus and ganglion, what will you say that? It is nucleus is
Central and peripheral.
yeah, nucleus is a pure collection of gray matter inside the white matter, but in CNS.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you a very contrasting question, whether you have noticed or not, or maybe you have read or not. Just tell me, ये spinal cord है, okay, और ये हमारा brain है. Both are part of CNS, isn't it?
Yes.
Gray matter is outside in the brain, व्हाइट मैटर इज इनसाइड द ब्रेन. बट यहां आप अगर देखोगे तो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में व्हाइट मैटर इज आउटसाइड एंड ग्रे मैटर इज इनसाइड. ये ये कैसे होता है? एंड देन हाउ, विच लेवल इट गोज एंड गेट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, समथिंग इज हैपनिंग, राइट? ये कैसे होता है? सो एट लेवल ऑफ ब्रेन स्टेम, आप अगर कोई याद होगा आपको एनाटॉमी फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ईयर, एट लेवल ऑफ ब्रेन stem, there is always a crisscross. You know, crisscross or decussating, decussating, we say that, like they are crossing the channel. Okay, both, like ascending, descending, we are coming on that ascending and descending tract. वो ना मतलब sensory, motor, all these nerves, they'll be crossing each other at that level, brain stem level पे. जब आप इसका क्रॉस सेक्शनल लेके देखोगे, you'll find these things, you know, will be scattered. What? Gray matter, because white has to go, you know, right controls left, left controls right. ये तो पता है ना सबको?
Yes,
पता
sir.
है नहीं? हाँ, तो
Yes.
ये जो है ब्रेन स्टेम के लेवल पे देयर इज अ क्रॉसिंग. So if you see today, you will go and see your first year book of anatomy, preferably BD Chaurasia, and open it, and you'll say, "Oh my God! Till now, I just mugged up and answered in exam. I never noticed. Did you notice ever earlier? The gray matter is inside the spinal cord, and gray matter is like at the periphery in the brain. Tell me honestly, if you have done it, I'm very happy with you. Did you notice
No,
ever?
sir.
कभी नहीं notice किया. आज पता चल गया. Why I'm telling you these things? To have a better foundation, because tomorrow you are going to see patients and you'll be knowing which has affected where. So now, you know, it is a possibility that if you know which system is affected, I mean, what is the problem in the person, by seeing the symptoms and the motor and sensory activity, you could actually predict, okay, well, this part of brain is into trouble. Did you get my point? So इसको ही ना हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं ना, ये जो ऐसे बन जाता है ना, because you know gray matter will be scattered because it has to get cross, you know, that is called as reticular. Anyone? Reticular formation. वर्ड का नाम तो सुना होगा ना, रेटिकुलर फॉर्मेशन. एवरीवन नहीं सुना है? सुना होगा,
Yes.
Yes.
पक्का सुना होगा. So now reticular formation you could understand at the level of brainstem when they decussate each other, so that the white like right goes left, left goes right. That's where it is, like gray matter looks scattered. That's where we say it as रेटिकुलर फॉर्मेशन. गुड. नाउ यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने एक देखा है चीज, जरा सा ध्यान से आप देखो, लाइक इन ब्रेन, I made a small image, but yeah, I mean, you could still see if you want. I'll just try to magnify it little. I hope you are able to see that. You see here, the tracts are going down, right? And tracts will be going up also, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Nerves will go up, nerves will go down. So what we will say that, I'm writing it in sight so that you can, you know, understand that. This is called tract. Okay, it could be ascending, it could be descending. Correct? So what are the, what we say as a tract? The nerves going from top to from bottom to top, like sensory, coming from down, motor. All these are called the ascending, descending. So this was the structure, like it goes either like this or goes like this, we say as tract. But there are some nerve fibers which connect both the hemisphere. Can you tell me what do we say that? Both the hemisphere, right and left of the brain. What do we say that?
Corpus callosum.
Corpus callosum is a big part, very thick, very heavy, and very big conduction cable, which is from between both the hemisphere. But let me be more refined with your answer. This is called commissural fibers. Okay, and it is at every level, no doubt about it. But what you said as like corpus callosum, this is definitely one of the example of commissural fibers. Correct. So always remember, whenever you see commissural fibers, okay, fine, it is connect. It is actually connecting both the hemisphere of the brain. Correct. One more type of fiber is there which connects from hindbrain to forebrain, means occipital lobe to frontal lobe. Your once you got scared seeing dog, now even the occipital lobe has to know. I'll come on that commandment. That's very beautiful commandment when you learn that particular concept. But right now you should understand there are some nerve fibers which is connected even the forebrain to hindbrain. Okay, means if you see here, yeah, here, anterior posteriorly and posterior anteriorly. What do we say that? You would have heard it, but you have not remembered it because basic details are many times we miss it. These all are called association fibers. Okay, your 2 marks question, your viva question. So if I ask you what is commissural fibers, you'll be able to answer. It connects both the hemisphere, like corpus callosum is one of the big example, right? Then I'll be asking what is association fibers. It is actually connecting from forebrain to hindbrain, hindbrain to forebrain, anterior posteriorly, posterior anteriorly, right? Cool. Till now it's clear. These commandments are
Yes.
clear. These heads are clear. Okay, so you understood how it is organized, the gray matter as well as the white matter. I'm not coming to the neuroglial cells, but neuroglial cells is one cell for very important. I'll see if I can go into detail of neuroanatomy, like neuroanatomy of glial cells basically. Why? Because this is very, very important. Okay, so if I ask you one question, be very generous in answer. Don't worry. What is difference between nerve and tract? It's a question time. My time, huh? Question time.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, why not? Nerve and tract. What is the difference? Both are same. But what is nerve? What is tract? I'll tell you. Tract is bundle of neurons. Okay, bundle of neurons inside CNS. Okay, but nerve is basically what we say as a sciatic nerve, means bundle of neurons outside the CNS. समझ में आया? Outside CNS. That's the reason you say sciatic nerve. You say glossopharyngeal nerve. What is the cranial nerve number of glossopharyngeal? Anyone? It's number 9. Anyway, you understood my point. Nerve and tract both are similar, only based on their location we say differently. Do we say sciatic tract by any chance? Do we say that?
No.
We never say that. So collection of white matter in CNS is basically what is called tract. Okay, as you know, like a long, like a tail, I was saying, conduction wire coming from top after the cell body is called white matter, like that is a tract. Myelination is a very big thing, like it actually increase the speed of nerve conduction up to 15 times. So that is very, very important. So myelinated nerves are so important. And anyway, we'll be coming on demyelinating disease. Why I'm saying you that okay, fine, oligodendrocytes are the type of glial cells, type of supporting cells, which actually give coverage to the cells in CNS. Oligodendrocyte cells. And there are something called Schwann cells. Now, Schwann cells will never be found in the CNS. It is giving coverage, it is giving support to the outside CNS nerves. Okay, why did I discuss just two words like this? Why? Because few diseases that will affect only Schwann cells, that time you should understand it is a outside CNS. Few will affect the oligodendrocytes, glial cells. Okay, so in that case you have to understand what it is. It is a CNS disease. Okay, so these were two commandments today: how we divide the nervous system, and how do we know about the gray matter and white matter. Is there any confusion in the gray matter, white matter, nucleus? Please let me know. Anyone? Basic organization? Unless you understand the basics, foundation, it is very difficult to read MRI report and then say anything. For everything, basics are the best thing. I can teach many techniques in neurology, no doubt about it. I know multiple techniques, no doubt. I can take classes on that, which I will be taking for you guys. But what about basics? Basics, if you have a very strong basics, you can actually do wonderful things. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So then I told, I think rules and regulations have been sent to you. In that, it is very clearly written that always sit with the book, like a notebook and pen. My classes will never be the PowerPoint presentation. I came and I just spoke my own PowerPoint. I can give you those PowerPoint presentation if I'm having. I have never that. I always used to make notes for me in my class. I never used to give notes because my notes you will not understand. My notes are so good in a different way, very diagrammatic. I don't know good or bad, but it actually worked with me. Now you understood? If you are having a notebook and pen, you can photafat, you can make a classification, you can just understand with the pictures with me, and you could be go ahead. So today we did lot many terminologies. Most of the terminologies known to you, but many of the terminologies were not classified properly. Okay? So now you understood part. Correct? Let me check. Myelin sheath. Myelin sheath is the region which gives this. Cool. If you have any questions based on the organizational structure of the nervous system, please ask freely. I would be too happy to answer. If you want to work on this and come back to me, that also is acceptable. So let me ask one by one, not the question. I just want to ask. How did you find? Did you find my class tough or you found it lucid? Lucid, though my class will never be, but yeah, I mean, did you find it tough? Not able to understand or something? Anyone?
No, sir.
You did not understand anything, Sofika?
I understood, sir.
Okay. Then tell me, do you know about dorsal root ganglion? I'm just asking you one question because in our next class we'll be discussing about that. What is dorsal root ganglion? Okay, well, just you tell me where it is present, whether it is present in CNS or PNS. Think about it. It should be in CNS or it should be outside CNS.
CNS.
पकड़ा गई. What I'm saying you, collection of gray matter inside CNS, inside white matter, collection of gray matter ball, it's called nucleus. And if this is the structure anywhere in the body apart from CNS is called ganglion. Correct? So dorsal root ganglion is a part of PNS, means outside spinal cord. Okay, no problem, don't worry. Just try to memorize yourself and come back to me next class. Just read about the ganglion and nucleus once again. Okay, don't read too much. Okay, just read a simple 5 minutes, 10 minutes you read and come back. Okay, no assignment, it's just for a revision purpose, so that it's easy for us to go. Akansha, will you do that?
Yes, sir.
Sofika, करके लाओगे?
Yes, sir.
Nirmal, was it tough to understand?
No, very.
Okay. So Nirmal has joined. However, he is a student, so he has joined. Otherwise, I'm not letting anyone who is not a student not to join the class. Reason is I want to be with the students. Simple, very simple. So if you feel that you are not understanding or is going away from your concept, so in that case, you can always let me know. I'll go once again. That's not a problem. And I think Akansha was asking me about the recordings and all. Yes, recordings will be there, no doubt about it. But give me some time, then I'll give you access of that. Okay, they are setting up the system. Cool. So let us finish for today, because I think commandments are tough. 2 commandments we did today, another 10 commandments we have to do, then we'll go for the neurological symptoms. Once you are done with the basic foundation, anatomy, physiology, like a basic what you require for final year. Nobody's asking question too deep like a first year, but yeah, I mean, you should be very ready. They'll be asking you question from like like examiner like me. If they are there, they'll be asking you the question like the difference between ganglion and nucleus. They'll not ask you the very tough question initially, you know. So your concept should be clear. That's all. What marks you get, how much time you study, all these are secondary for me. The concept should be very, very clear. And first 5 6 classes are very, very important when we study about sorry, first 15 classes when we study about anatomy, physiology, when we study about symptoms. Once you are done with proper anatomy and physiology, then you'll be easily knowing the symptoms, and after knowing these two, you'll be able to club and say, yes sir, this is the disease and this symptom must be there. You will only say me, yes sir, this is the symptom, like MND, motor neuron disease, person should have. Why this should be the symptom? Because in motor neuron disease which nerves are affected. Very simple. And based on that nerves, the symptoms will be manifested. वही symptom दिखेगा जो nerve affect होगा. Clear है? So be very clear with the foundation. So I always pressurize, I always give more stress on foundation part, symptoms part, pathology part, और उसके बाद physiotherapy will be too easy when you understand what is the pathology. I have seen in examination, I mean, I was not the examiner, but I have seen people, even in the final year, they'll be doing mistake. When they ask about what do you do for the spasticity, their answer is same for how do they treat flaccidity, how do they treat spasticity. Majority of people, they don't understand the difference between rigidity and spasticity. I've seen. So I don't want you students to be like that. So there are students who will be joining from other colleges also. They were actually saying me to take class in morning, but mornings I have my own time, so I'm not taking. So I shall, maybe in coming future, if it is there, I shall club them with you guys. And another 10 days you'll be shared the YouTube channel link, and you'll be shared the Facebook page link also. I have no expectation from you in terms of monetary expectation, something I told very clearly Sofika earlier, because I have my project, so I'm doing this. And but only thing that I would say that you can just go to the social media channel, and then you can always